Now, I'm just going to tell you. So, if you didn't want to go down in flames, then I will ask you, who did you hear about the quiz from? What information? And then let's say, oh, no. Then you say, well, Ethan told me. Now, he is involved with collusion of cheating, which is also cheating. So he gets all of those reprimands as well. And then poor Joy just had whispered one thing that was on
Joy told me.
Because Joy gets in trouble for it. Now you got this huge snowball that just took place of all these people that are getting busted for cheating because you weren't prepared to take the test.
But listen.
Let's
not jump to conclusion. Okay.
But wait, we're not jumping.
I'm not. There was truth that I heard right then and there.
I just got called out
because
I wasn't ready for a test.
It was a
but listen, I was sick that day.
For one
You were there for the first class.
I was sick the whole day, and I thought I should at least take a break for one period. So I took math.
Why would you take math? Mr. Surface is our best, right?
Dude, love you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, he is with that stuff.
I took math because I saw it as an opportunity to study more.
Oh, well, that's unfair.
Ruining yourself.
Joel, local green.
You're not.
All right. What page was it?
45.
46.
Yay! Let's get out. Take a look. 45, 46. Take a look. 45, 46. Let's make sure we feel comfortable.
Yo, have a good day, dude.
What? You just did that. Was it? Am I on the wrong page? Oh. Because that's always possible. All right. So, friends, what kind of questions?
7.
Number 7, and that's on page 45?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sophia, thanks for asking on that one.
Yeah, no problem.
And the reason I really like this one being asked is I can see how this could lead to a student being confused pretty easily. Okay, what is 0 times x? 0. 0? Okay, so technically I don't even need this. So I'm going to just put x squared minus 49. Is that okay? Yeah. And what's special about that? Perfect squares, and they're separated by a difference of 2 squares. So that's x plus 7, x minus 7. And those are, and we're solving it because there was an equal sign, right? So x equals negative 7, and x equals 7. Done. So that was a good one to ask for. Just in case you saw that, if anytime you see 0 times something, you can just kind of say, get rid of it. Yes, ma'am?
Oh, 6.
6.
Wait, I have a question on that problem.
Yeah.
I did x times negative 49. And then I got the same exact answer that you did.
So you did like my way of doing this. You get this,
Yeah, is
and
that
then
the
you
right way?
then you had this and this,
Yeah.
which then gave you this. 49.
Yeah.
Perfectly right.
Okay.
Because if you factor this, that becomes x and x plus 7. Factor out the negative. We're done there. Negative 7. Negative 7, sorry. Totally right. Good job. 6, you said, is that? Oh, that's a. Problem number 6, hang on. 4x to the third plus 8x squared minus 12x equals 0. Okay, let me ask you all this. How many solutions should this problem have? Why?
Because there's 3 things.
The exponent is to the third. So because this is big to see, because that happens, this means we have 3 answers. Okay? Is that okay to say that? Okay, now with that known, then we have to take a look at this. And if I just take a look at this, I can say, you know what, I have a greatest common factor of 4x. And that's going to leave me x squared plus 2x minus 3. Did I do that right? Now, is that greatest common factor a number and a letter, or just a letter? Number and a letter. So, right here, this part right here, if it's has a letter associated with it, that's going to say, hey, you know what? Automatically, this becomes this, which is that. So there's one of my answers. How many more answers are left on this problem? 2. So I'm not going to bring this down any longer when I factor it because I'm solving it. So I need to realize, hey, greatest common factor, it had an x involved. Bring it on down, solve it. And then let's take a look at this. We multiply that together. Oh, it looks like -3. I know I have positive negative and 3 and 1. So it's got to be a positive 3 and a negative 1. So I'm just factoring this, right? Minus 1x plus 3x minus 3. Did I do that right? Let's see. That's x and x minus 1. And that's plus 3 and x minus 1. So then I get x minus 1. And that's equal to 0. And what's the other one? X plus 3 equals 0. So I get negative or positive 1 here. I get negative 3 here. Hey, how many items are my answers? How many items are my answers up there? I have x equals 0, x equals 1, x equals negative 3. How many things are my zeros? 3 of them. If I took 0 and plugged it in, I get 0. If I plug 1 in, I get 0. If I plug negative 3 in, I get 0. Okay? What other questions might you have come across?
10.
10. Thank you for asking. All right, x squared minus 13x. Is this the right one so far? Plus 42 equals 0. Hey, so we're solving it. How do I know I'm solving it and not just factoring it? What's there?
Equals 0?
Thank you. Good. So you're prepared for this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to calm myself out.
All right. So we're still going to factor. So my magical number is 42, and that's positive 42. Agree? And if that's positive 42, should they both factors be positive or negative? Negative. Why is that? Yeah, that's a negative there. So both are negative. And then we have to think about the factors of 42. So I know I got 6 and 7. There's 6 and 7. There are other factors, but 6 and 7 both being negative add up to negative 13. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then we can go, well, okay, well, x squared minus 6x minus 7x plus 42. That's x minus 6. That negative always comes down. Factor out negative 7, x minus 6. So I get x minus 6 and x minus 7. That's it factored, right? But it was equal to 0, right? So then I take each of those. There's my answers. Why did I solve it all the way? Because there was an equal sign. What else?
Wait.
Cinco? Alright. Number 5.
Wait, could I have done negative 6 minus, negative 7 minus 6?
Right here?
Yeah.
So I have it like this?
Yeah.
Yep, and it would have worked out the exact same exact answers.
Okay. Okay, got
Cool.
it. Thank you.
Okay, so 5. Wait a minute. What page is it? 45?
40.
45? So 2x squared equals negative 8x. So we have to solve it. There is an equal sign, but it's not equal to 0. So how could I move the minus 8x over? Huh? Add it, yeah. Let's add 8x. Can I add 8x and 2x squared? No, they're two different dimensions. They don't add. All right, so I get that. So now it's set up to solve for 0. So I'd say I have a greatest common factor, 2x, so that gives me x plus 4. Is that right? 2x times x, 2x squared, 2x times 4, 8x. Cool. That's equal to 0. So if I have 2x equals 0, what's x equal to?
0.
Good, yeah. And then this gives me an answer of x equals -4. 2 answers. I've been looking at some of you guys' homework and it's starting to look pretty good. Yeah, go ahead.
3.
3? All right. Number 3. We get the 2x squared plus x plus minus 6 or something like that. So I'm going beyond factoring it. I'm solving it because there's the equal sign. Everyone feel comfortable with that verbiage? So let's go ahead and I don't have any greatest common factors, but I do have that being a -12. And in order to get a negative, I have to have alternating signs. So what factors of 12, one being positive, one being negative, would add up to 1? 4 and 3. And it's positive 4 and a -3. Plus 4 minus 3 is positive 1, right? That one right there. All right, so then we got and this is still equal to 0, so then I'm going to look at those. I have 2x. That gives me x plus 2. That negative comes down. 3, x plus 2. The signs change because I factor out negative. So then I get x plus 2 and 2x minus 3. And they're equal to 0. So this gives me x equals -2. Cool. And this gives me 2x equals 3. X equals 3 over 2. Hey, can I leave it as a fraction? Yeah. Can I make it a decimal? Sure. What do you prefer? Don't care. Christian.
Could we do 4, please?
Number 4? Okay. Number 4. Okay, how many zeros should this one have?
It's not that.
Oh, it's not that? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's x squared minus 3x and then equals 0.
You wrote down number 6.
Oh, what am I doing? Sorry about that. Number 4. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't count. Can't decide what numbers are. It's only 2 terms. It's subtracted by, but it's not difference to 2 squares. It does look like I have a greatest common factor. I think I could factor out an x, and then I have x minus 3. Is that okay?
I like your tactics.
And so this gives me x equals 0, and this gives me x equals 3. Done. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wait, so it's not prime?
I thought it was prime.
No.
I got prime.
Now, let me show you one that would be prime. This is an example of prime.
Yeah, that's it.
That one. It's the sum of 2 squares. Doesn't work. This one is prime, but this one, if it was like this, it's not, because this breaks down to x plus 2, x minus 2.
So if it's a plus,
If it's plus and there's 2 terms, it's a plus, and they're both perfect squares, it's prime. Okay? So this one has 2 answers. Get it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Wait, real quick.
Yes.
Can you mark these off on the back?
Oh.
Like
I regret
because
because it was in the stack,
in the stack. Okay. Yep,
and then I realized it. So did you read?
I
Did you redo it?
redid this one. I feel like this one's still right.
No.
Yeah.
Sine 2 pi over 3.
I don't understand that.
So where's 2 pi over 3 around here? 2 pi.
Not
Yeah.
the word for
2 pi over 3.
Pi over 3
There you go.
sine is y. That's 3 over 2.
Oh, it is right. Okay. Cool. Make sure it's good.
Yep. Awesome.
And that's not mine. This is somebody else's. Thanks for coming in, brother. All right. And yes, go ahead, man.
Yep.
So start. See a couple hours, buddy.
Actually, I have another one.
Let me.
So
you
it's
can watch
okay,
videos.
so
Let me grab you
It did not matter. What's that? Pocket got bad. She called me dad.
Tiene
That
X
gas
más 2
gone up
menos
a
X
She
menos
on the
2.
powder.
Pero si lo haces acá,
Nowadays,
Estos
I
dos
am on. My haters got
son
sadder.
positivos, ¿eh?
Money got longer, speaker
Eso
got
no puede
louder,
hacer.
car got faster.
That makes more sense.
After sounded, she pocket got fatter. She called me dad. Smoking that gas, gone off that same. She on the powder. Nowadays, I'm on. My haters got sadder. Money got longer, speaker got louder.
Swear.
Faster.
Ahorita le pregunto.
Money so old that it's spoiled. My little bitch so spoiled.
Okay, anything bad happen while I was gone?
I
Ethan, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joe got a good question. Why is it prime? Like,
This one?
yeah.
I tried that.
Which one is this?
Okay. This. That's not a factor. Because if I multiply this out, I get x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. So this is x squared plus 4x plus 4. So that we won't factor. So one other way I haven't shown you yet, but there is one other way you could kind of try and look at this. You could say, oh, okay, well maybe I go minus 4. Now I get x squared equals negative 4. And how do you undo something squared? You take the square root. What number times what number gives me negative 4? Actually, there is a number that you'll learn in 2 years, but it's 2i. So 2i times 2i is 4i squared, and I squared is equal to negative 1. So, but as of right now, prime. Yeah. Algebra 2, after geometry, you'll see. Anything else from this?
No.
Let's see.
How much?
15.
15. Blush. Oh, that's a good one. That one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not equal to 0, but there is an equal sign. So let's start moving things over. So I'm going to go. So that cancels that. And minus 2x, and then minus 2x. That cancels that. So that gives me 3x squared minus 6x equals 0. Two terms separated by subtraction, but they're not perfect squares, so greatest common factor. So I find that 3x equals 0, so x equals 0, and x equals 2. Good? Good. Okay, friends. If you're, go ahead and hand that in. When you hand that in, make sure your name's on it. If you're handing in anything else, also make sure your name's on it, please. Now, I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to hand you out here in a minute, it has the date of 4/7/2017. I'm not sure why this date showed up on this sheet. It's like this mystery date.
2 years ago.
Yeah, not sure why.
Probably because it was created 2 years ago and you guys have still been using it.
That could be.
Wow.
So, homework. So I'm going to be handing out to you all. And this is what we're going to do between today and tomorrow. We're going to work on the take-home test. Now here's the problem. I will not work out take-home test problems for you. I might work out similar ones for you, but I'm not going to sit up front and go through every problem going, okay, number one kind of looks like this kind of problem, so see if you can do it. Okay? But you're going to see on this take-home test, this take-home test is worth roughly 25% of your test score. So if you don't do it, the best you could do on your test, if you get 100% on the in-class part, is 75%. So I'd say definitely in your best interest to do this and know how to do it. We will also have all of tomorrow to work on this, and then if you need to ask me questions, you can ask me questions. But this will be due on Friday. Okay, due Friday. You can work with each other. You can work with your tutor. You can work with the parents. You can work with whoever you would like. Okay?
No, I missed it again.
So let's just take a quick look at it because you will see. Did you pass it back?
Pass it back. I did.
What, did you get yours?
Yeah, I got one.
Brooke, you got one?
Yeah.
Drop it.
Did you collect them?
I did. Right here.
Yeah,
Where's the camera?
Yay!
Yay!
Still can't see me. Still.
Oh, wait. Jay, guess what you got?
Oh. Esta clase hay como 6 años.
Okay,
Un examen matemático.
so looking at this, does everyone have a take-home test in hand?
Yeah.
Anyone missing one? So problem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no equal sign. So we're just combining like terms. We're either adding them, subtracting them, distributing over, foiling, double distributing, right? But there's no equal sign. So guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will not have x equals a number because there is not an equal sign. You still with me? Is that okay? 7 through 15. Okay, so sometimes these are hard to look at and figure out. So I think you can kind of figure out the Latin roots, like monomial means one term, binomial 2 terms, trinomial 3 terms. Polynomial means more than 3 terms, so like 4, 5, or 6. So you're just matching up that. And I tell you, tomorrow or Friday's test, that front page right there, if you were to glance at them both real quickly, you'd say they're the exact same thing. I mean, problem number 1 on the actual test, rather than being 3x to the third, it might be 4x to the third minus 2x plus 7x minus 12 or something like that. That's how close they're going to be. So do really well on this. Now let's flip over to the next page. So we haven't really worked a lot with like number 16. Okay, we've kind of skipped those ones, but I think you could do it.
Yeah.
Okay, the perimeter is 2L plus 2W. Right, so length could be 2x plus 4, and w could be 3x minus 1. Find the area, you multiply the length and width, so that's just foiling. Number 17 through 22, are there equal signs anywhere in there?
No.
So we're just factoring, right? So you don't give me an answer of x equals 3 or something, because there's not an equal sign, so you're just factoring. So it looks like 17 is difference of 2 squares right off the bat. Got it? 17 is difference of 2 squares right away. 22 is also difference of 2 squares, so those are ones to hit upon. And then the third page, 23 through 30, you notice we added a little extra something. We have an equal sign. So we're going to factor it and then set whatever the factor is equal to 0 and solve it. So those are the ones you're going to give me answers as like x equals 3 and x equals 2/3 or something like that. Okay, let's see if any of these prime though. I'm just trying to look. I don't think any of them are prime. I don't. No. None. They will all work out. So if you give me an answer of prime, you got it wrong. And then the very back page. Okay. Remember, you're just applying the fundamental theorem of algebra. This should be a pretty quick, easy page. Okay? So the highest exponent means how many times it crosses the x-axis. So problem number 31, I'm not doing it for you, but it should have how many crossings of the x-axis? 5. I'll let you figure out which one looks like it's crossing the x-axis 5 times. Get it? Problem number 2, or 32. How many times should it cross the x-axis?
2.
Problem number 33. How many times should it cross the x-axis? Yeah, x by itself is x to the first.
Yeah.
And then problem 34. How many times should it cross the x-axis? Does everyone see how those work? So your back page is now done. So you have the remainder of this period. Also, please bring this back tomorrow. If you come back in tomorrow saying, yeah, I worked with my tutor last night and we did it all, that's great. I'll just give you some more work to work on separate. Okay? Cool?
So you don't like want
Me
to
and my
work on this
tutor
with your
did it.
tutor?
No.
I think your tutor can help you, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
No.
So why do you
it's different.
automatically assume that if I'm working with a tutor that
No.
you're just gonna give me extra
If
work
the
because
tutor's
I'm
doing
working
help,
with
if the
Because
tutor is doing it
you
for
were saying, hey, I did it last night, so I'm going to sit here and talk. I'm just going to give you extra work to work on math. Because not everybody has a tutor that they're going to work with,
I go to a lead.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now, the one that really upsets me is when I get the tutor who emails me saying, hey, what did I miss on the take-home test? I don't know. Yeah, swear to God, happened last year. All year. And I kept calling mom going, this tutor sucks. Why is that? Because the tutor is doing your child's work. Yeah, well, they're getting it all right. Your child is allowing somebody to do their work for them and get credit for it. Yeah, but they're getting it right. This mom was dumb.
It's gonna be me. It's okay.
But what happens when that takes place is this. You come in to take the test that looks almost identical to that, with just some of the numbers that are different. Then you get like a 12% on that. And then when your parents are like, well, how do they do so well on the other? It's like, well, do they have a tutor? Yeah. Can you ask your tutor if the tutor's doing it for them? Oh, they would never. Well, just amuse me and ask the tutor if they're doing it for them. Then they'll call me back. I'm shocked the tutor's doing my kid's work. Oh, you're paying the tutor to do your kid's work? Not teach your kid?
That's nice.
That's a bad tutor.
That is not a bad tutor. If a tutor does my homework for me, it's fine.
I had
Make it
7
like that.
kids last year in my 3 Algebra 1 classes who all had tutors who aced every take-home test and they failed my class.
Like at the end of the semester, they failed your class.
F. They had to repeat the course. Okay? Because their tutors sat there and did their work for them and did not teach the person who they were being paid to help. They just did the person's work. They didn't help them do their work. It's pathetic sometimes. Trust me, I tutor all the time. Islands Ranch, my gosh, those guys pay me a ridiculous amount of money. I get $90 an hour to tutor.
Whoa, how long do you
You make like
For an
as
hour.
much as a doctor.
Nah.
A doctor's
My wife-
making $90 an hour.
My wife, $125 an hour to tutor chemistry. She has a PhD in chemistry, teaches at CU Denver.
How many hours does she work?
Well, she'll usually tutor
Does
every
her
night.
head hurt when she gets
For
home?
how long? Okay.
1 to 2 hours.
So like when
Night.
it's, so like does it come in like every 2 months or like a month?
No, cash in hand.
Does
Oh,
her
okay.
head hurt? I feel like she'd have a lot of brain damage.
This is all due tomorrow.
Friday.
Friday.
Are we doing the take?
You don't have X equals 6, so it's perfect. It's right now.